everyone, today I got quite the special weapon to talk about. This weapon is the Holiday Punch. Now besides sounding like a delicious beverage, the Holiday Punch is a melee weapon for heavy with the stats of critical hits force the victim to do the laugh taunt, and it always crits from behind. However, the downside is that the critical hits do no damage. Also, a neat little kink to this weapon is that if you and an enemy both have it out, and you both attack each other, you will both just do the laugh taunt. So besides that, this weapon is the exact same as the standard melee. No damage penalty, no swing speed changes, just grade A fists. However, this weapon has an interesting twist. As mentioned earlier, with the critical hits, this weapon does absolutely no damage when a critical hit lands. This is the weapon's one and only downside, which is a very good trade-off for being able to stun your enemies. Given to stun them, you have to hit them in the back or get crits through another method, which is relatively hard as you're the slowest class in the game. So why is this important? Why would you want to stun an enemy when you could just kill them with a crit? Well, the stun works on everyone. I'm talking Ubers and bonks and literally anyone. However, if someone's disguised or cloaked, it won't work, but what do you expect? And a cool little trade-off about this weapon is that if you're in mid-air, it will not stun you as you cannot taunt mid-air. So if you're playing the game and a Holiday Punch tries to ruin your day, just keep bouncing. He can't stun you if you're in mid-air. The way I'd recommend to use this weapon is by first stunning someone and then switching to either a shotgun or a minigun and plowing them down, along with anyone else who happens to be in the general area. In fact, if you really try, you can use this as a sneak attack. Say if a demo, scout, and soldier are running together. After they run past you, pop out and boop the soldier. Now the soldier is stuck taunting, and his teammates don't really suspect anything too out of the normal, unless they're using comms. Then you begin to fire and mow down everyone else, and when the soldier is just about to finish his taunt, you quickly kill him before he can even damage you. So now you can start to see a reason to use this, yeah? As with this, you can ambush players surprisingly well, or for the more beneficial effect, you can stun and ubercharge. However, to do this, you need to get behind a medic or his patient, which is very hard to do as you're the heavy. Unless you have something to give you crits, like the Kritzkrieg. That's right, with the Kritzkrieg you can effectively counter an Uber, which can in theory be very useful, as the Kritzkrieg builds Uber faster than the stock, so in the event that they Uber before you do, the Holiday Punch can work as a backup plan to kind of shut down their Uber. Of course, this is all in theory. In gameplay, it's not too successful, as knockback will often send you spiraling back before you can even stun them. So let's talk about some potential loadouts you can use with this melee. Now this is in every sense of the word a direct upgrade of the stock melee for heavy, so this weapon works very well with pretty much any and all loadouts. However, in my opinion, this does exceptionally well with a stock or Tomislav, and some sort of edible secondary. If you want to use the stake because I'll get mini crits and move faster, just don't. The stake does not help this weapon, as if you do stun someone, you have to beat him with your melee rather than switching to your primary and mowing him down. But if you want to use the sandwich or to locust bar, go right ahead, it's quite nice for your medic. Of course, there's endless possibilities that you can use with this weapon. Might not be the best one as it's just the stock, it's not like a Fist of Steel or Gloves Only Urgently, but in the general sense, it does work pretty well with most loadouts. Again, that's all in theory. Realistically, you will never get close enough for this to be actually viable in TF2. Like, look at the background footage of this video. This is the best footage I could get in 2 hours of using the Holiday Punch non-stop. So the Holiday Punch is one of those weapons that is technically a direct upgrade to the stock, but it really isn't that crucial of a change. So if you want to use the stock, use this instead, it'll work better. However, you have so many other choices to use that are very beneficial, while this is only slightly beneficial. I'm not saying it's bad by any means, don't get me wrong, but other weapons are simply better. However, if you want to play silly and just go for those taunt kills, go for it. This weapon is rather enjoyable to get those finger bangs. So don't let me stop you from using this weapon. It's simply not my playstyle. I personally prefer the KGB if I want to go melee. But again, this does work very, very well if you can efficiently counter their Ubers. But other than that, this weapon doesn't really shine that much. As always, I hope you found this interesting, or at the very least entertaining. Have a swell day. Peace out.